All right. On the right is your first swing of the day. I'm actually talking to the computer, and when you get home, you'll have an email, and they'll say your golf lesson is available, and you're going to go and click on it, and it'll take you to the Golf Academy.
Okay.
Then you'll put in your email address and type in password where it says password, and it'll come up and it'll have a view, and you're going to watch what I'm doing right now. What I'm going to do is play for you what your first swing looked like in slow motion on the right. Watch where the club stops going back. So some of the things I noticed, number one, the club never got past here. So you didn't have, you have to build up all your speed from here to there. You had a good swing path. Your arms were in good here and you're swinging inside out. But then I noticed the left arm collapsing. Okay? You turned your hands a little bit and probably hit your irons okay. But your arm was collapsing. So then we looked at your driver swing. Let's see if this is it. And here was your first swing with the driver. So you don't really get your hands up or the club back very far, and you're trying to generate all your speed. And watch how see how your left hand is kind of coming up? And your left arm, look where your left arm goes. So what I did was put a tour player up there and showed you a couple things that we want to get back on our right side and get our club behind us. You know, some people like parallel, but that's okay. Then we shift over to this side, but watch his hands rotate, the club. His glove now is underneath his other hand, and then we finish. Okay. Whoops. So this was the last swing you made, and you did a pretty good job. Let's play that in slow motion. So we got back. So your club got back almost as far as Faldo did. Okay. Then we're going to come down and see how you're still trying to pull up with your left arm a little bit instead of swinging them down and rotate those hands. And then you rotated your hands a little better here. Still pulled up a little bit. And then you had a really good finish. And the other thing we talked about was the amount of tilt. And it's more on your irons, you're trying to hit down on the ball and trap the ball because you're going to take a divot after you hit the ball. But on the wood, you're trying to swing and hit it on the upswing or level and hit it up in the air with low spin. So what I showed you was they all have a little bit of tilt back this way, and you did that for me. And then you maintain that. Watch how he maintains that angle. Good. And you want to maintain that angle. So they tend to have the ball up in their stance a little bit more, and I think if you move your ball up in your stance, so you definitely got a lean going, you're definitely turning your hips, you're definitely finishing in balance. So the main thing we were talking about today was how these hands rotate and arms stay extended. If you hold on to it, it's going to put side spin on it. When you close the club face down, it's going to reverse that spin that's making the ball go to the right. So, as I showed you, every tour player I got on here, they release the golf club, which means the hands rotate and turn over, and the arms are extended. Both arms are extended and crossed. Okay, now let's just look from the back here. And let me just put a tour player from this angle. It's not so much, it's not a straight line like this. His arms hang down and he creates some angle. Okay? So you don't have to have that steep of an angle. Club goes back to here, toes up. You do a good job there. Take it up. That's pretty good there. Now the arms just go back down And there you go, down. Bring the club around. But see his hands rotate? See the back of his right hand? Look at his hand. See his hands rotating in through impact? Where I can still see your hand. The club actually is pointing right here now. And now you're trying to rotate it, but I still don't see that hand turned over. Now you turn your hand. See your hands going? You got to let that club rotate really hard to bring that club in. And then the finish looks great. Okay? So a couple things to work on. And you're doing a lot of good things in